Hey there, I'm Reza. I'm the face behind Golding Sports. I created this channel originally for collectibles, which is why I named it Golding Collectibles. But the more I kind of got excited about it, and I realized I just want to talk about sports, not just collectibles. So periodically, I'll show you some of my collection and why I call it Golding Sports. For instance, I love the way gold looks on black. That's Randy Johnson. Just got that last week. But I also thought I would take some time to talk about some spreads, gambling, maybe do some interviews, just everything, all sports. So tune in if that's your thing. Otherwise, I thought I'd start this week with some week 1 NFL picks as the NFL is quickly upon us. So let's just get into it. Week 1, we got Cowboys Eagles in Philly. Philly's a 7.5 point favorite. Week 1 is always tough, and what makes it tougher is divisional games. These are two teams that really hate each other, so this is going to be a tough one. With losing Micah Parsons and just everything going on, I think I like the Eagles big here. So I like the Eagles to win and cover the 7.5. Chiefs Chargers. If you can't tell, I'm a diehard Broncos fan, so don't care for either team. But I think this talk of the Chiefs getting dethroned is a little premature. I do think the Broncos and Chargers are going to give them a run for their money, and maybe Broncos even take the division, but it's still premature. So in this one, Chiefs 3.5. I think it'll be a tight game. I like the Chiefs to win and cover 3.5. Next up, Buccaneers Falcons. I like the Bucs a lot. I do think Michael Penix is a good quarterback. I think he's going to progress if he stays healthy. I think he's going to do really well. But Baker Mayfield, I think he's just phenomenal. Really happy for his resurgence. Give me the Bucs to win and cover the 2.5. Bengals Browns. Man, this is a tough one because the Bengals offense is just so good and their defense is so bad. And we don't know what the quarterback situation is like in Cleveland. Man, this is tough. My gut says the Browns actually cover, only because the Bengals generally just get off to the worst starts and then they're always digging themselves out of a hole towards the end of the season. So I'm going to say Bengals win, but Browns cover the 5.5, and hopefully I don't eat my words after this weekend. Dolphins Colts. The Dolphins are a 1.5 point dogs. Man, give me the Dolphins on this one. Give me the Dolphins to win and cover. Raiders Patriots. I know everyone's very high on Drake May and the Patriots and some of the moves they made in the offseason. I am too. I think Drake May is an absolute stud. But give me the Raiders to win and cover. I hate saying that, but I think that they've made some really good moves. I think Pete Carroll is a great coach, and I think Geno is a good upgraded quarterback. And even though he's not in the top tier quarterbacks, I think he's very serviceable. And I think with the draft picks, I think they're going to have a better season. Give me the Raiders to win and cover. Next up, we have Cards and Saints. Cardinals are 6.5 point favorites. I think that's a pretty big spread. I do like the Cardinals to win, but I like the Saints to cover this one. Don't ask me why. I don't even know who the quarterback is, if it's Radler. I just think the Saints are a tough team, and I think they'll cover that one. So give me Cardinals to win, Saints to cover. Steelers Jets. As washed up as Aaron Rodgers is, I just think the Jets are not that good. So Pittsburgh's 2.5 favorite. I think he'll come through. Tomlin's going to do his thing and just outcoach everybody else, and give me Pittsburgh to win and cover the 2.5. Giants Commanders. I think Washington's a 6.5 point favorite. I think this could be a blowout. Yes, it's divisional. Yes, it's always close. I think Commanders are. I think Jane Daniels is just an absolute stud. Rookie of the year last year. I think I like the Commanders to win and cover the 6.5. Panthers Jags. I'm a little surprised Jags are. I know they're home, but I'm a little surprised they're favorites. Give me the Panthers. Panthers just finished the season so hot. I think Bryce Young is going to have a really good breakout year, like the way he finished the year last year. Give me the Panthers to win and cover the 3.5. Broncos Titans. Now, let me say this for the next 16, 17 weeks to follow. I'm pretty, I think, honest with my Broncos picks. Yes, I've been a diehard Broncos fan since I was 9 years old. I bleed orange and blue, but I'm also very realistic about who they are and how they're playing at the time. So if I give you the Broncos pick, sure, take it with a grain of salt. Maybe don't bet on it, but I'm pretty usually good with these. Hopefully I don't eat my words next week after this game. Now I will say this: Broncos are 7.5 point favorites at home. Cam Ward's first NFL game with the Titans. My concern is, I hope the Broncos aren't reading their own press clippings, because there's so much hype on them being the dark horse in the AFC this year, and that scares me. You can't be the dark horse if everyone's talking about you, right? Then at some point you just become what everyone expects. So I hope they're not reading the press clippings about the upgraded defense and about Bo Nix's sophomore year being so much better. Could be a sophomore jinx. But that said, I think we upgraded at running back. Troy Franklin's going to play a lot better. Mims, hopefully his injury is not that bad, is going to hopefully go back to how he left off last year. And overall, the defense just looks good. Just really depends on how healthy they stay. So I think they're going to confuse the hell out of Cam Ward his first game. I think Vance Johnson's going to bring the house. Nick Bonito's looking for a new contract. Give me the Broncos big here. I think we win by 10-14. So I want Freudian slip. Give me the Broncos to win and cover the 7.5. Niners Seahawks. I'm actually, unless there's injuries, I got to check on this. I might edit this video after. If there's injuries I'm not aware of, I'm a little shocked the Niners are favored in this game in Seattle. Seattle's a really tough place to play. I was actually at week 1 last year when the Broncos opened up there. It's really loud. Great fan base. I think Darnold is really good. I don't think he is the Darnold of last year, because I think Kevin O'Connell could make me look good as a quarterback. But I think he also came from the 2 worst organizations, Jets and Panthers, in the way they level up quarterbacks. So I think, and the proof is, with Baker Mayfield, and everyone who leaves the Jets generally does better. So in this one, I like the Seahawks to upset, to win and cover the 2.5. Lions Packers. This is a tough one. You got the momentum with the Parsons trade. I would guess he's going to play. I think he's going to come out with his hair on fire. Lions are really good. I do think losing Ben Johnson will be a factor, and I think their offense will take a step down. But they're getting some key players back from injury, so this is going to be a tight game. I think Green Bay minus 2.5 is about right. Man, this one, if I was a betting man, I probably would stay away from this game, or maybe tease it if you're doing, like, I don't know where you place your bets, but there's some places that do 13-point teasers. Those are my favorites. I would take the Lions and a tease. Otherwise, I almost don't want to pick this game. I think this is such a toss-up. If I had to, I would say Lions to cover the 2.5. I think until the Packers show us otherwise and Jordan Love really steps up, I think you got to go with who's been playing so well in the last few years. Texans Rams. Rams are a 2.5 point favorite at home in LA. I know Stafford's got some back issues. I think the Texans D is so tough. They got great corners, great edge rushers. CJ Stroud is a stud. I see the Texans coming in here and getting the upset win and covering the 2.5. So we'll see what happens. The game of the week is Ravens at Bills. What a week 1 matchup. With Travis Henry and Lamar, it's so hard to bet against them, but I love Josh Allen. I wish the Broncos had drafted him. I also just like him personally. When I met him a couple of years ago and took a picture with my kid, and he was such a class act, really nice guy. And just to see him evolve is really cool. Give me the Bills here to cover the 1.5. If it was any more, I'd maybe take the Ravens, but I think this is going to be a close game. Give me the Bills. I think this is going to be a really entertaining game. It's a great Sunday night game to kick off week 1. And then finally, Monday night, Vikings-Bears. The Vikings are 1.5 favorite. I got to take the Vikings. I don't know how JJ McCarthy is going to do, but man, Kevin O'Connell. I mean, if he can make Kirk Cousins look good, I think JJ McCarthy could do really well. So give me the Vikings to win and cover the 1.5. I'll be back next week to review these picks and kind of let you know where I ended off, and we'll go to week 2. Anyway, drop a comment. Let me know which one of the picks you agree with, disagree with, what you like, don't like, and we'll go from there. All right, till next time.